this path of the Pioneers, and like I don't think this is going to be a speed bump. I think this is going to be a giant they're going to have to slay.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Just like I thought with my prediction yesterday with NRG trying to go 3-0. You know, I felt like when they got paired up against G2, I felt they ran into the wall. Well, EnVy's the wall, I think, for KC Pioneers. Obviously, they played well, but James is right. It was a struggle versus Alpine, and they were very fortunate to be found in this position, and they did execute, to be fair. But that's a whole nother thing to execute against a team on the level of EnVy versus a team on the level of Alpine.
Well, as we get into our best of 7, it'll be EnVy in the blue, Kansas City Pioneers in the orange. First to 4 wins. Moves on to play against NRG in the grand finals of the event. Atomic pass across to Turbo. Able to win the dunk, and now Atomic back to a Turbo once more. The pass in the mist, puts it high. Is Atomic there? Looks for the bump on the goalie. Maybe made their plans for that just a little too complicated. Now Atomic quickly turning back around on this in the corner. It'll be a rapid to try and push it across the goal.
And you know, you had JG7. We said that they put a lot of work and effort into having beast mode and making him feel like he's the best player on the pitch. And so he's going to have a good series here, especially versus a guy as patient as Turbo Pulsar, who has the accolades to back up that he's the best player on the pitch.
He has the accolades, and honestly, having accolades like that, I think, furthers your patience. You know it takes you know what it takes to win a world championship. You know what it takes to win 4 of them, and you know that just rushing it and being like, "Whoa, we got to get it done right now," isn't the play. Turbo Pulse's first world championship. He was the first team out. Last place, getting reverse swept. On beast mode in this corner with Memory. Round 1. Atomic now looking for bumps. Memory trying to reposition here and be giving them lots of time in their corner. Memory pushes across midfield. Atomic will stall it out there, and here comes Mist. Pass to beast mode in the backs. Got to get this ball, and he'll get the save. Now Atomic up high back into the midfield. Rapid to the corner. Turbo and Atomic commit on this one. Is all up to Mist in the box. Gets it away. Turbo pulls it to reach for it. Doesn't make contact, and the ball's now in the corner. Atomic versus beast mode. Flicks it over his head. Atomic will stretch off the wall, and Turbo pulls it, extends it into the enemy corner. Here comes EnVy now on offense.
I like that speed from Rapid as well. Even if he didn't catch that ball on the back wall right there, just going up and getting next to that ball and making sure that EnVy stays in place in the midfield and has to respect a potential bomb of a clear is a good thing for KC Pioneers, because they're going to need a little bit of space to work with here and there. And having players as speedy as Rapid and Beast Mode and Memory is a definite asset that they have when they'll be on defense.
Atomic's touch in the midfield, picked up by Memory, and he's looking for beast mode now as it goes down into the box. Turbo will get the clear before the final shot can come through. We're still scoreless here as we're getting into the final 2 minutes of game number 1. A pretty defensive series. Both teams with opportunities, but most of the play happening kind of in the middle third. Here's Atomic to put it on target, and Memory gets it away. Rapid now trying to pick up this pass. It gets the ground pinch off towards the goal. Mist gets the save off the crossbar, and Memory pushes it back in once more. Here's Beast Mode for another one.
Ooh.
Doesn't quite make contact. Turbo gets it away. Rapid's touch is going to be just a bit too high, and Atomic will play it after the corner. Mist with the follow-up. He'll clear it out to midfield.
Rapid definitely going to be a little frustrated. That one got away from him. Toss up to Beast Mode. Atomic, you know, he's another player on the same level as everyone else on that KC Pioneers. You know, he's got the speed, the reads. He's a dangerous asset on any area of the pitch, and especially prevalent on defense when it comes to getting up quick and making a snap save.
1 minute remaining. Neither team on the scoreboard yet as Turbo puts it towards the goal. Beast Mode trying to connect with Rapid. Interception from EnVy, though. Beast Mode's able to counter on his corner. Turbo clears it to Mist. We're seeing long shots right now from the Pioneers, and EnVy with 2 touches to get it back into Pioneers' half. Not a lot of follow-up, though, as this one comes back down. Turbo pulls it with the first good shot from EnVy, and it's under the crossbar and in. 35 seconds left. EnVy's got the lead.
And Turbo's just recovering here, steals the boost, is thinking about leaving, and then just decides, well, what if this goes just the way it needs to? Atomic gets the air dribbles, because Turbo knew that Mist was all the way in the backfield, so Turbo's thinking, well, I'll just cut rotation here and see what happens and let Mist deal with the consequences if there are any. And that's taking what he's given, and the patience is rewarded with a goal, and it goes right back. Memory just post kickoff as it rolls up the sidewall here, gets out in front of Turbo. Not the cleanest angle to the ball, and Memory just went right on the outside edge and slammed it through him.
Man, how many times can you say you've pinched a goal off of Turbo Pulsa? Save that one, clip it, keep it bookmarked somewhere. 24 seconds left, we're all tied back up, and now Pioneers looking to take the lead. A soft touch from Memory will do it. The kickoffs are the name of the game right now.
2 kickoffs in a row. Atomic doesn't really get the best touch, and Memory's in the perfect spot. And Turbo knew it. That ball went over his shoulder, and Turbo knew he was dead. He jumped to make the save, assuming that ball was on target. Off the wall, no chance. 2 great kickoffs, maybe a third here.
Well, they were looking for it. The kickoff not going EnVy's way. 15 seconds left, and what was a complete, brilliant defensive stalemate has lit up here in the final moments. 8 seconds left. EnVy's trying. Turbo to try and block one. This one over the top of all 3 players. Rapid's got the goal all to himself, and whether it goes in or not, this is going to be Pioneers' game. They're up by 2 with 1 left. It's over.
Yeah, the ending to this one, this goal doesn't really make too big a difference. Obviously, we all know why Atomic is too far forward. He's hoping that that ball punches out into the midfield somewhere where you can get a hand on it and keep the ball in play, maybe score. Unfortunately, it just takes a hard bounce, goes right past him, and a 3-1 scoreline to end game 1. So KC Pioneers off the back of 2 quality kickoffs. I mean, that's all it takes. You were absolutely right. Defensive stalemate through and through. And KC Pioneers racked up the shots at the end there out of nowhere and take the win.
It's that thing, like kickoff strategy is so important, and it's such an interesting part of the game because it is simultaneously the most controlled moment in Rocket League. Everybody knows where everybody is, everybody knows how much boost everybody has, everybody understands the objective, but because of that, the meta is generally simple, and it becomes kind of the most rock, paper, scissors moment. And if everybody chooses rock, then the ball just goes in a direction nobody wants, right? So it's the kickoff's so difficult to deal with here. If you're able to nail them like this, though, you don't even have to worry about the rest of the game. Pioneers get 2 of them, and that's all they needed.
Yeah, kickoffs in Rocket League kind of play themselves. You know, both teams have their idea of what they want to do. Either stalemate the ball so the person following up behind can get possession or challenge again, or the person, it's going to draw back to whatever corner or out into the midfield, and you play the challenge from there. And so to me, while yes, it is a little bit of rock, paper, scissors, you know, how do you approach? I feel the most significant portion of kickoff is execution, because how many players at the pro level go for the fast kickoff where they get that hard diagonal flip, and if it's even mis-executed slightly, well, there's been no shortages of interesting kickoffs that we've seen where they just completely miss the ball. And it's caused a just complete collapse for the team at a critical moment. So kickoffs to me are all about execution. Yes, each team has their strategy, but if it's not executed properly, that's when you really get into trouble. And unfortunately there for EnVy, 2 in a row came back to bite them.
They certainly did. Pioneers will take the goals. Kickoff goals as good as the most spectacular goal you've ever seen. They're all worth 1 point. EnVy, though, starting this game off hot. Lots of offensive control, just needing that final touch to go their way. There's it back in front of the box. Turbo Pulsar getting kind of tangled up with Rapid. Rapid and Memory now going to look to get a counterattack. Rapid going to lose control, missed with a clear. Beast mode covered up by Turbo. Here comes Atomic. Memory will push it off to the corner, and Rapid will quickly turn on this. Atomic to try and stop it, keep it trapped in this back third. Back in front of the box, 2 players lurking in front of the goal line in Beast mode. Excellent clear. Gets that one just to kiss the ceiling. Force Turbo to spend all of his boost just to stall it out. They won't get any follow-up attacks. And now here come the Pioneers.
Was really surprised to see Rapid just kind of loft that up there and have his teammates just go try and get it when he had a lot of time and space on his half. He was expecting a dribble, but either way, they still retain possession after a brief scuffle in the midfield, and ball's in EnVy's court. Figure a way out. And we were talking about it a little bit yesterday where we were hoping to see Mist have a bit more of an impact, and got an okay chance to do it here, pressuring Memory in the corner, but I'm still waiting for Mist to have that big pop-off moment, big setup artist or something like that.
We got a nice pass to Turbo Pulsa on that play. But nobody positioned for the read off the backboard. Memory had that cleanly. Now Turbo into the corner. Turbo going to play it across the goal. Nobody crashing the box. We'll stay scoreless here. 2:57 left to go in game number 2. Again, best of 7. Slightly longer series. And previously played. Now we've got one player from EnVy in the midfield. Will be Turbo advancing for the ball onto the backboard. Looks for the pass out of the corner. Ball will just bounce back down. Not gonna be a shot just yet. Rapid off the backboard. Turbo there. He's got Atomic in the midfield. Just takes the shot himself. Atomic lofts it. Missed up for it. Memory's gonna look for this one, but he's gonna be too slow. And Mist gets it in over the top of him. That's 1-0 for EnVy.
Well, there it is. I wanted Mist to make his presence known, and what a shot. Air rolling so that his boost has him angled to the outside of the ball so that he can get up to it in a sharp line, and then also having the timing to just have it perfectly come off the edge of the car and go into the goal. That was real nice from Mist.
Great shot, well placed. He put it as high as possible, bouncing it off the crossbar intentionally so it could sneak over the top of Memory. But Memory also kind of put himself in a difficult situation. His read was too slow. Mist was halfway to the ball before he left the ground, leaving the goal slightly open for him. EnVy will take that lead, but they took the lead late in game number 1 and then immediately lost on those 2 kickoffs. So I'm interested to see how Pioneers play here. Nice boom from Mist. Beast mode, stall it. Atomic trying to pack past to Turbo, but gets too much power on it. Turbo has to just adjust for control rather than advancing their field position. Now Atomic out of his corner. Turns around on this one. Mist gets a demolition on the 1. Looks for the pinch on the ground. Beast mode. They get a savior medal. Now Turbo over the top. And into the corner. Now Atomic quick slides onto this one. Takes it to the backboard. Looking for the bumps. They've got the kill. Is Mist there? No. Covered up by Rapid.
Yeah, Atomic was trying real hard to get above that ball, and now he's caught one step too far forward. Beast mode, open net, off of a challenge here in the midfield. Turbo can't get it through Rapid, and Atomic was thinking Rapid was going to come up with a clean touch there, was getting geared up to move up to the other side of the field. Unfortunately, went straight out to the side, and Beast mode was waiting for it.
EnVy gonna win this kickoff. Touching the corner, Memory manages to get a second wheel onto it after getting bumped. Turbo's got to opt for blocks. After getting the first chance at ball control, it's been all Pioneers here. After the kickoff, a tie game at 1 apiece with 1 minute left in game 2. EnVy trying to tie the series up. Turbo will cover up one player. Beast mode connecting with Rapid now onto the backboard. Atomic back to midfield, and Beast mode adjusts his positioning to try and take control. Able to fake out Atomic. Memory up, keeps the ball high. Turbo going to spend lots of boost getting to this ball. Now up against Rapid. There's the last of it. Over to Atomic. The infield pass connects despite 2 defenders. Are you kidding me?
Talk about a tight window to fit this one through. Beast mode half flips backward to try and run away, but because he just doesn't think he can make it up to that ball before Turbo gets there, lets him have the pass, and Turbo shows him why you shouldn't do that, because he drops it right on Atomic's nose, and he put it through a small gap.
Yeah, thread the needle. Oh my goodness, the defense collapses. It's off the post. Can Mist get there in time? No, Memory will put it right back, and the Pioneers tie it up again.
Off the kickoff. Straight into the enemy half. Both Atomic and Turbo don't connect. Rapid's just playing the block. To be fair, though, KC Pioneers did get a little fortunate there. It just pinged right off the post instead of going out into the corner. Went right back into the middle, and they were able to pick up the rebound. Fortunate kickoff.
That was fortunate. The rebound probably shouldn't have happened, though. EnVy, 2 players up for it, neither one connecting, and now back to a tie game. Looking for the demolitions. Rapid gets off the line in time, but Turbo's there. It left the goal open. The demolition was enough, and they've got the lead back.
Well, that's all you can ask for EnVy. You get a kickoff, we get one right after it. Mist just able to be quick enough to that ball to get back around the outside of it and skid it into the middle for Turbo Pulsa. Nice shot, but the dirty work done by Mist in the corner, and of course the demo on the goal line. So Turbo the beneficiary of some very hard work from his teammates.
It looks like they should be able to avoid the last minute heroics, but they'll have to be very heroic for the Pioneers if they want to get us to overtime. Ball to Beast mode, won't make contact. EnVy gonna take game number 2. And we've got ourselves a ball game, Chiefs.
They get it back just enough. Just enough. And a much better game, I think, from EnVy. But overall, still feeling pretty defensive. I don't feel like any team is try to come out here and knock the daylights out of the other one, right? It's really just, all right, you hit the ball, all right, I hit the ball, and how do we handle the rebounds off the backboards, or currently in this series, the kickoffs.
Noticing everybody on Team EnVy had 1 save, 1 assist, and 1 goal. I haven't seen stats that symmetrical in a long time. They did put up 2 of them put up 4 shots, 1 put up 5, so 13 shots there. That one won't line up. Atomic, what are you doing putting up 1 extra shot than the rest of your team? Come on.
They're really letting us down here, Atomic, increasing our offensive output.
I wanted the cool screenshot. That's all I wanted. But Team EnVy, okay, they bring this one back, and there was the one kickoff goal that it's one of those, like, what is the definition of a kickoff goal sort of situations, right? That the 2 defenders had an opportunity to touch the ball and both whiffed. There's probably a miscommunication, both sort of calling the other off, and so neither one actually touching it. I don't know that I'd necessarily blame exactly the kickoff in that circumstance.
Well,
but
yeah,
props to the Pioneers for capitalizing on it.
Yeah, because all of that positioning arises off of kickoff. You know, obviously, right here would be the kickoff, and it's a goal. Oh, Miss made it. Okay, never mind. I really thought that was going into the back of the net. I didn't think he was going to get there.
That would have been so perfect if it had, though. Let me demonstrate it to you right here at the beginning of game 3, Wavepunk. And Beast Mode with an excellent over-the-shoulder shot. Okay. 2 defenders again can't touch it. And there we go. Kickoff goal, right?
No, this is not kickoff. This is right after kickoff, basically. We're only 15 seconds in. It really hasn't been that long. Everyone's still trying to rally after the initial save from Mist on the kickoff, and they're all getting situated for where they need to be, and Beast Mode happens to be in the right spot where the ball goes to.
What a play. Pioneers on top here in game 3. Series tied up at 1 game apiece, guaranteed at least game 6 in the series. Beast Mode to the edge. Game 5, excuse me, I can do math. Beast Mode now over the top of 1 Rapid to ping it towards the goal. Mist adjusts. Chip it out to Turbo. Around the back wall. Over 1. Now both teams chasing the ball a little bit. Just looking for strong clears. Memory with a shot on target that's just wide.
Oh,
Beast Mode gets played. Atomic out to Turbo, looking for the pass plays in the midfield. There's another one. This one defended by Memory. Atomic looks for another touch in the midfield. He's out of boost and will fall out of the play. Rotate it down. This to Turbo. Playing this ball close to the chest. Limits their options, but guarantees them first touch.
And EnVy making some real strong pushes out of their own half, doing a great job finding each other. This one to Mist, and he will sneak it through. Wasn't sure if this touch from Atomic was going to make it cleanly across the goal. It looked pretty reachable, but unfortunately on the goal line, just couldn't quite get it as they were rotating into goal. Went right over them and out to Turbo.
That's the second touch we've seen from
Mist, sorry.
The second moment we've seen from Memory being on defense, and the read just being slightly slow, particularly against, and that's the second time against Mist. Memory versus Mist. Mist has been able to get that shot, and to be fair, that is a much easier read for Mist than for Memory.
Oh yeah.
But still, just getting in front of the ball, I didn't think Mist was going to get a shot on target. There were 2 defenders there. I figured one of them would be able to just block the ball at the point of contact. Well, it will tie up the series, or tie up the game, rather. 1 goal apiece now. Mist airborne. Rapid fakes him off it, but Turbo doesn't fall for such cheap tricks.
That is one thing I absolutely love about Rapid's play style. He is definitely a guy that can make you think along the same lines as Squishy or Justin. I mean, that he's just got that approach built into his gameplay that he likes to do, and he's like, I'm going to take the ball and I'm going to put it within my power to make you miss, or at the very least, make you really consider what's about to happen. And that is such a powerful tool to have in the arsenal.
Sometimes I feel like it's just as simple as the thought of, wait, what if I don't touch the ball here?
Yeah.
And just even taking the time to think that gives you such a different tool positioning, and you start to position around that. But the positioning is so just subtly different, it's very difficult for the defenders to tell. And they have to block at some point. Oftentimes their hand is forced. Turbo with a miss. Memory was farther away from it than he thought, and he gets a free shot out of it. Pioneers back on top.
Yeah, Mist knew this one was coming too. He's rotating back, sees Turbo there. He's like, all right, I have time to grab boot. Turbo missed it, and then it's a goal. Unfortunate there. Turbo needs to get a handle on that one.
Memory gave him the burnout turn. Turbo's like, wait, what? You didn't touch this? Oh, geez. Oh, dear. Memory now slows this one down. Goes for the dribble. Puts it upper 90, just high. Blocked down the goal line by Atomic. Beast Mode takes the boost. Can he get control of the ball here, too? Got 2 players out, and now bumps Turbo a little bit, but Turbo will find a nice long clear. Memory now looking for Beast Mode. Back down to Memory. No, missed will intercept. Rapid's got to try and take control. Plays it all the way to his backboard, and he'll just carry this one across. Turbo to try and come in. Doesn't make contact. Rapid slow played, but maybe he might have played himself here, taking too long, and now EnVy happy to collapse and take the field position that's being gifted to them. A long clear from Memory. Should shake things up. Ooh. Rapid off the wall. Turbo's lurking, waiting for this. He's going to pass him. Mist sends it onto the goal line. Rapid caught up, and Mist will put it under. No, he couldn't quite get it low enough. Memory gets up in time, and this time he will get the block.
And the patience there for Memory as well. Crucial not to commit too early. He knew his 2 teammates had it. Big diving stop again there. Icy Pioneers definitely under some pressure. Rapid, great shot off the sidewall with the backflip to nail it off the nose, but Turbo right in front of it.
That was an incredible save from Turbo. Got to the upper 90. He has to predict that that's where the shot's going. If he chooses to block that place, he sacrifices the ability to block anywhere else. And Atomic comes across the goal line on Memory's follow-up. 47 seconds left. The Pioneers have the lead. They're trying to extend it here. But EnVy making it difficult and keeping this game within reach. Fake plays all over the place. Mind games have been the name of game 2.
Yeah, Beast Mode pulled off that ball because he thought Mist was going to get it. Mist doesn't make contact, and that really could have sealed the deal here for the Pioneers. EnVy now needs something, though, and right now, the ball control is crucial for Kansas City Pioneers. How much time can you waste?
16 seconds left. That's all they've got to get through. Atomic out of the corner. Nice and high one. Rapids up for it. Stalls it out a bit, but here comes Mist. To the corner. Beast Mode's touch goes to Turbo. There's a demolition. Turbo's able to hold on to control of this. He's got Atomic underneath him. Is he able to play it slow? The demolitions rain in. Mist has got to keep this in the air, though. There's a pass 1 respawn. 1 in goal. He gets the block, but it's going to drop. Dangerous. Turbo. He bumped it up, but it bounces off the crossbar and back down. That's tragic.
Oh, tragic is right. Oh, and after Atomic made such a nice block there, perfectly reading how that ball was going to be transitioned from above the goal into the corner, and to put it in such a scoreable position. Turbo's, he's not going to be happy with missing that one. I would absolutely back out of the lobby and rejoin after that one.
Instantly leaves the lobby. Wow. I do wonder if we have a car change incoming. Turbo, a player that has played maybe second only to Flakes in number of different cars he's played at the top level. He's joined back up now, so I'm interested to see where this goes. But
off the bar.
That was so
free.
It was
so free.
It's so funny because that's such a Turbo thing to do.
Yep. But out of anyone, it would be
zero. Into 0. But Turbo does make the switch to the Dominus, brings out the long car. See if that makes the difference, evening out our, making us symmetrical here on the field. 2 Octanes, 1 Dominus per team. We'll take the midfield boost.
Call each other off.
Kind of creates traffic. That's not how you want to start. KC Pioneers now, as we go into game 4, up by 1, 2-1 on the series. Just backing out. Turbo trying to chip. Beast Mode with the read. No player in particular having a standout series yet. I think we've been impressed with Mist on the EnVy side of things, but has there been any player for Pioneers that has stood out to you?
Well, collectively, obviously, in this series or just in general?
In this series.
In this series, I feel like everyone from KC Pioneers has kind of had their moment. You know, Rapid, I think, doing some great work on defense. Beast Mode, I think, has actually been struggling a little bit, but I don't think he's been playing particularly bad, just not having quite as productive as a game as we're used to seeing. And Memory is, of course, a solid rock, and that was a real good attempt from Beast Mode. Just couldn't quite get the car all the way under it to get the flip reset.
That would have been nutty. Been quite the Beast Mode play, but we'll have to wait for another time. Atomic out of boost makes the only play he really can make, which is wait for Turbo to get in front and bump the players out of his way. Doesn't quite work out there, and the EnVy defense will Managed to get this ball cleanly out of their half. Missed to come under. Put one towards the goal before being demolished. Now Turbo pulls away, and he's got Rapid directly in front of him, challenging him to make a touch. Memory to the back. Atomic across the field. We'll see Rapid up. There's Atomic now, the challenge onto the crossbar. There's one play away. Missed to the far side. It's wide. Rapid to try and clear it away, but Turbo right in front of the ball pushes it back into the corner. Atomic to slow this down off of his butt again. Oh, missed the corner.
Ooh, that was a great try. Oh, Atomic.
Oh, can he get it all the way down? Beast mode, quick adjustment. The retreating defense gonna be good, but Miss gets a pass one. Rapid will take control. EnVy, such this wonderful contact, beautiful particular play to get that one down the field and then run into 3 players at the goal line.
Yeah, both teams making some real good efforts there on both sides of the ball. Unfortunately, though, for EnVy, they're the ones down in the series, and currently KC Pioneers putting together some tough approaches to handle.
Turbo pulls to the edge. Rapid now back in front of the box. Atomic out to Mist. Plays it back to Atomic. The 1-2 want to go upper 90. Beautiful play. EnVy gonna take the lead.
That's money. Oh, Rapid tried to get creative. He's like, oh, I'll just drive around the outside of the ball and power slide it right back. Mist is like, oh no, I see that one coming. Ate it alive. Passes it out into the middle. Bullet, top right, Atomic. Turn one in for EnVy.
Making something out of nothing. The positioning for EnVy's been difficult this entire series, and Turbo Pulsa having a slow game. 46 points on the game so far. We're halfway through. He's not made much contact. Atomic and Mist getting the work done.
Hasn't had to do much so far in terms of Turbo. But yes.
I mean, the name of Turbo's game is just being the place that is the most frustrating for the other team, which oftentimes is wherever they want to clear the ball to, which means you're not going to touch the ball because they're not going to give you the ball, but they're like, man, would he just please leave? And, yeah, as Johnny Boy so lovingly put it those many years ago, carrying from the bottom of the scoreboard. Turbo Pulsa does it often.
Always, never doubt the guy at the bottom of the scoreboard, because you never know how much they're doing unless you're looking at it.
Here comes Memory, looking to tie up the game off the backboard. He's got the room for the double tap. Up against Mist. He's got the whole net to shoot at. It looks so narrow from our point of view. To him, it's just throwing a rock into the ocean.
And Memory with great speed there had Turbo beat clean to that ball. Mist was looking up above like, please hit this right at me, because otherwise I cannot stop it. And Memory looked down and said no.
And that ties the game. Pioneers, they're looking for match point. Memory had a few hiccups on defense this series, but on offense there, getting it done when it needed. Here comes Rapid off the backboard, up against Atomic, now back to midfield. Mist has to adjust. He was not ready for the speed that ball was coming down. Turbo Pulsa just lurking on the back line. Here comes a pass across to Rapid. The infield pass is good, and Pioneers make Turbo dance.
And again, KC Pioneers putting together a good approach here. Big crossfield pass, and how about Rapid flipping the car 180 degrees on the axis to get a clean, straight shot? I mean, Turbo can try and cut that one off, but such a crazy air roll makes it tough to know exactly which part of the car it's going to come off of. And Rapid turns in a real nice shot.
51 seconds left. EnVy trailing in the series. It could drop beyond match point or be up against match point. Here comes Turbo trying to tie it up. They've got to make it work here in the last 40 seconds. That was a really good look that's just come and gone. The long car for Turbo not doing what he was hoping. Now Atomic slows it down.
Nice
it up.
flick.
Rapid to adjust. Oh, they couldn't quite get it off the beam. Here's Mist to try and challenge once more. Atomic cuts back in on the half field. They've got 24 seconds left. They've got to play aggressive. No time for defense. There it is, up in front of the box. Beast mode, the clear over 2 is going to be up to Mist on the back line. Rapid to try and hold on to it and burn time off the clock. He's got it over the top of Mist. Turbo's the next in line, and he doesn't get much of a touch. Atomic's got to help him out. Now 8 seconds left. Flicks it high.
Nice.
Mist to chase it. He puts it back on target and in. 1-2-1. Atomic and Mist are everything EnVy needs right now.
Turbo lets Atomic have the ball. Nice quick flick, full speed dribble. Tough to be able to deliver that level of precision at such high speeds. Gets the ball to Mist on a perfect touch and did not hesitate to turn that one in. Huge turnaround goal for EnVy.
They are still in this. Haven't actually been to overtime yet this series. We'll see if we go now. Keeping the ball high. Mist, I think, will opt to let this one touch, but he's got teammates breathing down his neck, or the enemy breathing down his neck. We'll go to overtime in game number 4. Kansas City Pioneers looking for match point.
This is the hardest part for EnVy in this series. Another kickoff. And Turbo, not quite the chance to put that one away, even if it was on target. Think Memory would have got there, but they have passed the most difficult stage. Don't get scored on kickoff.
It seems most overtimes do end in 15 seconds or over a minute. Here's 40. Turbo to put it on target. Here's Atomic now. I think he got the flip reset. He gets a dunk over one. Memory falling down. This is dangerous, but Mist not able to push him through. Memory gets just enough behind, blocking all of his vectors.
Memory staying with that ball from what I thought was a unrecoverable position. Very impressive. Thought EnVy was going to have a pretty clean look at the net. Fortunately, though, of course, Memory has been a known defender for a while now and continues to show you why.
There's Beast Mode up to Memory. Off the ceiling. Rapids up to challenge as well, but Mist. He's been reading fast all game, and here comes Turbo to look to win it. Here goes across to Atomic's not going to be able to tuck this one in. He's going to need Mist's help. Coming up for the midfield, but it's overtime. Doesn't want to commit all 3 and lose on a counterattack. There's a play out of the corner. The counterattack did come through. Luckily for them, Atomic and Turbo were both back. Now Mist up there. Rapid wins the challenge. Turbo doesn't have anybody to pass this ball to. He's just going to buy time. Memory off the backboard. Atomic with a kill on 1. Memory in front of the box. Here's Rapid with lots of room. Gonna drop. Super dangerous. Turbo gets the block and pushes it off to the corner. 134. Here's Memory, though, to win it. Trying to take it down in the game. Oh, Atomic gets it off to the edge. What a play. We keep going.
Atomic somehow able to come across and keep that ball from going to the goal. It's a 6 save. He's almost at 1,000 points in this game. Him and Mist both. 700 and 600 points respectively. An insane game from those 2 players on EnVy.
Here's Atomic. Continuing to run up his point total. Missile challenge out of the corner. Now up to Atomic as well. Here's Turbo. Looking for the pass. Wait, open net. Is it just in? It'll go in from Atomic. What a play. They just paved the way. Where was all the Pioneers?
Rapid was pressing in front of the goal. Beast Mode went up there as well, but unfortunately gave it right back. And then the demo comes through at the midfield. And so Turbo, all he has to do was get it up to Atomic. And then Atomic just needed to make sure it was in between the goalposts. Tough break for KC Pioneers. Tried to put the pressure on, came up short. Combine it with a demo in the midfield, and you got yourself a 2-2 series.
Man, this one's going back and forth. It really did look at one point that EnVy was going, that Pioneers was going to take down this game, and we were going to be on match point for the rest of this series. But no, EnVy managing to bring it back at 5 seconds. 5 seconds left on the clock. And man, and this is the sign of a good team, because we talk about Turbo so much on this team. He's the greatest player of all times, even on days like today. This is still the greatest player of all time. The key is, how do the players that you surround him with play when he's not having the strongest of days? And right now, Atomic and Mist, beautiful, 2 beautiful goals to get them into overtime.
Oh yeah, they put the work in. Atomic got up to 900 score right at the end. So absolutely bonkers from him, and Turbo ends at a respectable 384. I mean, that's like an average game of Rocket League, honestly. Started out with what, 67 halfway through, and then the other half of the game puts up a fairly average number.
I mean, it was a fairly average number for a game that lasted 7 minutes. You know,
we don't talk about that.
1.5 games to put up that score there, but yeah, which is also how they were able to get up to 900 points. I don't think we've ever seen someone go above 1,000 points in a regulation game.
I think we did just the other week, right? Someone put up an insane score.
We've had players break 1,000, but it was in overtimes that I saw. Oh my goodness, EnVy starting off real hot here. Chad, I might be wrong about the point thing. Don't flame me on Twitter, okay? Here comes Atomic. Beast Mode will immediately counter him. Missed over the top of 1. He gets that boost stolen out from underneath him, and he'll look for bumps. Let's find anyone. Memory versus Atomic down the corner. And Turbo pulls it. Nice touches. Gets it out to Atomic. He nearly gets a free touch, but Rapid so fast to that ball. Now Missed with the attempt. Doesn't make contact, and Turbo picks it up from the back. Off the backboard. Beast Mode alone with the ball. Take control. Flicks 1. Countered by Mist. Now Turbo looking for goalies again. They all managed to stay wide. We're seeing the Pioneers defense stands up kind of in the front of the box instead of right on the goal line, staying away from the normal demoing paths. They've managed to not be demolished once this game.
Not a bad idea, to be honest, as well, considering that last game was the product of a demo, and EnVy real tight there in that corner. Atomic, I think, is quite lucky that Mist was able to get a block on that ball. Otherwise, they would have been in trouble.
Beast Mode with a miss, Rapid to follow it. Into the corner. Missed nice long clear on the wall, Memory. Counter touch, his goes off the ceiling and bounces down. It's going to need Beast Mode's help to get all the way across. But now up in front of the box, Turbo will get the block. Coming in from the side, simple enough. Now Rapid underneath one, looking across the net. Turbo again, the wall for EnVy. Beast Mode to drop it. All three players, Pioneers, tangled up in the corner, but Memory manages to get this one in. Turbo gets himself a savior medal in about a minute. That was fast. And Atomic over the top of one now, looking for a counterattack. Finally, Turbo doing tons of work on defense here in game number 5.
It's good, nice of him to pick up the slack, considering Atomic and Mist last game had 10 between them both. So Turbo putting in his fair share, but still not where you want to be. You'd like to see EnVy get out of their own half and stop KCP being able to get these long clears out of their own half and make the follow-up, which is surprising enough. Normally you get those long clears and they're pretty hotly contested. Rapid really trying to stretch it, turned it into a demo attempt, but Turbo able to cover up.
Atomic chooses to play it onto the wall. Beast Mode will get the clear. It was an open net in front of him. Possibly shoots far post. He's able to win the drag race against Beast Mode, get the first goal of game 5, but Pioneers 2 demolished, all up to Memory. Here's a pass from Turbo to Mist. It's high. Can he get the double tap down? Beast Mode off the respawn gets the stop. Turbo keeps the ball in the orange. Now Atomic will loft it up, but that touch is going to need some more help. Back across the box and Mist a little bit far back. He's at midfield. He'll get more touches just to try and keep possession in EnVy's control, but none of these really setting up any shooting lanes. Here comes Turbo with an opportunity, puts it high, and Rapid gets in the way. The players from Pioneers getting bumped, but he'll maintain control. Get it into enemy territory. Atomic's got to make a stop on the goal line.
But do they hang on to the ball? That's the question. That demo in the midfield is going to make it pretty tough. Rapid doesn't have a lot of support because Memory definitely has to wait for the clear off the wall. Beast Mode, having just respawned, is well too far away, and he's going to knock down the long-range pass from Turbo.
Memory to the edge. Turbo onto the backboard, and Beast Mode will play it to the corner. Mist taps it back towards the box. Atomic back in again. Every touch from the Pioneers goes to the corner. And every time they're running into an EnVy player, finally over the top of Turbo and Memory to be able to stretch it to the blue. Now we'll have the same game, this time in the EnVy corner with EnVy on defense. Turbo to the corner once more. Rapid there to respond. 1 minute remaining. Nobody having found the back of the net in game 5. Winner of this game will take match point or move on to match point. Game 6 could be the last one in this mode.
Real nice job.
Dribble over one.
Oh, Rapid lost command of that dribble. I thought they really did a nice job communicating there in the midfield. This is a long clear. It's in the top left. Beast Mode with a lot of faith in Rapid to make sure he got that one cleanly. Beast Mode could have gone up at any time.
That was a beautiful shot, but just literally ages to read it. And about as perfectly placed as you could possibly hope for. Misto going for the slow place, gets in between two, just absolutely hits him with the changeup and gets the first goal.
Beast Mode side flipped. Oh, he's got this one on lock. Oh, no.
That's rough. Oh. The failed input. Make them panic. Make them panic. 10 seconds left. Pioneers, they've taken these leads late in these games already this series, but can they get control? Beast Mode to the edge. Atomic's got the ball and he's got boost. Should be able to just work this one into the ground. Bounces off the edge. Memory will play it long. Turbo over the top of two, and this one should do it. They might even own goal on the way out.
Oh my gosh.
Then somehow they kept it alive like about 3 touches longer than I thought they would. But EnVy take game 6. That's 2 in a row for them now. And what looked like a rough series is suddenly 1 game away. EnVy looking to challenge NRG in the finals. They're going to have to win 1 more game to do it.
And for real, I respect the hustle there from KC Pioneers at 0 seconds, trying to keep that one up from what seemed to be an unplayable spot. So good job, but man, oh, that one hurts. Just
Turbo.
The way that this one got turned in, just brutal.
Turbo doing so much work on the defense here. Top of the board, MVP for his team, despite 0 offensive contributions. Got 6 saves, double savior medal there the 4th time. And 3 shots. 4 saves from Rapid and 2 from Beast Mode. Not enough to keep them out. Just that one goal. The one goal, the difference maker. This has been one of the most defensive series I've casted in a long time as we go on to Game 6. We'll see if Pioneers can get us to Game 7, Chiefs.
Yeah, and they're going to do it off the back of Rapid Beast Mode and Memory because they have to. But right now I'm looking at Rapid to be that big playmaker. He's been making big plays on defense, a couple of great setups on offense. It's just, does that team dynamic continue to flourish, right? Because they said when Beast Mode starts to question himself, then the rest of the team starts to question itself, so they need to get Beast Mode a nice big play, and perhaps that save to kick off Game 5 is the one to do it, and unfortunately they get tongue-tied in the goal, and Turbo Pulsa will turn it into the right side.
Yeah, this replay doesn't show it. They got wrapped around themselves on this first attempt as well. And then one of the players bumping into his 2 teammates in goal there on that one. And EnVy, they'll get a goal early just after a game where first goal came in the final minute. They've got everything they need to challenge NRG. Can they hold on for the next 4 minutes? It's a tough task.
4 minutes is an eternity. Especially if you're EnVy, considering how much pressure you've been under from KC Pioneers all series.
Turbo up to the corner. Rapid soft touch. Atomic will pick it up. Turbo looks for bumps on Memory. Doesn't find any. Memory should have this ball for free. Gets it pinched back into the midfield, and Turbo Pulsa not going to quite be able to beat Beast Mode. He'll get the flick on him before getting demolished. Now Mist picks up control. Takes the shot. Blocked by Beast Mode. Beast Mode strong on defense this series, but I mentioned it earlier. We have yet to see that spectacular play. We saw it attempted earlier, but nothing quite hitting the back of the net. Pioneers fans need to be sending Beast Mode all of their energy. They want to see him make that clutch play he's known for. Here's Atomic with the dribble over the top of Memory. Gets just enough of a bump run to it to take it to the corner.
Oh, awkward.
Rapid also switching to Dominus here.
I don't know, the mojo just feels a little off for KC Pioneers. The cohesion not quite there. It's leading to some awkward touches. Players being in weird spots. Gotta figure it out quick.
Beast Mode to the edge. Memory looking for the touches. Beast Mode left the good net wide open. Gets back just in time, but is it enough? Missed, not able to push it through Memory. It's the ball spending so much time in the midfield. Pioneers left their backsides wide open.
Nice.
Here comes the pressure. Atomic now trying to dribble it through. Neutral game in the corner. Missed with the dribble. Turbo Pulsa looking for the bump. Missed is trying to hope that the way is paved, and it is. It's all open for there. Turbo paved the way.
Patience is a virtue. Turbo paves the way, but the real MVP of this transition is Atomic and Mist's patience. KC Pioneers try and get aggressive, force a demo in that EnVy corner. Atomic lets him go right by with the fake. Mist takes a calm, collected dribble, lets Turbo get out in front, and they turn in the 2-on-1.
Mist with the play long as we approach halftime. EnVy has lit up to in this game the way they haven't in this series yet. The Pioneers surprisingly quiet, struggling to win any of these challenges. The challenge in the midfield so neutral for both sides. Both sides constantly, like, there'll be a challenge and then everybody just repositions. Here comes the next challenge. Oh, reposition again. The only shots we've really been seeing have been simple ones from the midfield, other than that initial burst from EnVy and then that second goal. Things have been pretty standard. Now Memory out of this corner. The Pioneers going to have to dig deep and find some creativity. Rapid here, going to lose the challenge to Mist. Atomic in this corner. Can he find the pass back to his teammate? Gets the pass across the goal, but Mist, hoping it would be a little bit over his back shoulder a little more. Now chasing Memory. It's the demolition. Beast Mode has to quickly turn around. Like Beast Mode been trusting his teammates to get the setups for him. That's why he keeps on pushing up. He's aggressive. He wants that goal. But it just keeps on having to fall back on the defense, and that is frustrating for an offensively minded player.
And this is also the part of the game where EnVy really going to start being okay with just punching the ball as hard as they can out of their own half, force KC Pioneers to completely reset, or at least give the long clear the respect it needs. Rapid opens up a gap for Memory, not much of one. Mist able to come back around, and EnVy keeping things on lock.
Big touches from Memory here, keeping this ball in enemy territory now out of the corner. Beast Mode's lurking in front of the goal, just hoping it pinches out. Now has to close back in. Memory's going to have to go for a back play just to gain control again. Interception from Turbo? No touch. Here's Rapid now into the corner again. Atomic over his shoulder. Beast Mode to collapse on in. Missed with the counter, and Atomic just barely stretches it over the top of Memory. All Rapid can do is try to stall things out in the midfield, because they know that ball's coming back into their half. There's Mist underneath Rapid. Beast Mode flipping back. 30 seconds left. They've got to score right now, or it's all over, and it'll be EnVy versus NRG in the finals. Beast Mode up. Rapid turns. 20 seconds left. Atomic with control. Missed to take the handoff.
Ooh.
Beast Mode the pass in the midfield. Memory not able to beat Turbo.
That's the end.
12 seconds left. Turbo will put in one more. 10 seconds and a 3-goal difference. EnVy's going to take the win.
And they will end a heroic run from KC Pioneers, just crushing, absolutely crushing this regional. But they finally run into the wall at the semifinals versus Team EnVy. Unfortunate, to be honest, they played pretty well. It was just, do you have the ability to execute against an absolute top-tier team here against EnVy? They couldn't quite get the job done.
Not quite, but a wonderful attention getter this entire event's been. The KC Pioneers definitely going to win a few more fans and a bit more respect from the analyst desk over the course of this event. They beat G2, Space Station, and Rogue on their path here. And then in addition, earlier they beat Alpine. So running into EnVy, definitely going to be the deal breaker. But I'm excited to watch them play in future events. They've earned definitely more respect from me, and I'm excited to see how they play in future regionals.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it was massive improvement from Regional 1 to Regional 2, and like you said, some big upset wins for Space Station and G2. They caught the hot hand, turned it into a semifinals appearance, but unfortunately, it couldn't go on forever, and I'm excited to see how they do in the next regional.
I'm excited, though, to also watch EnVy now take on NRG Turbo going up against his former team, and I'm scared, though, Achieves, for EnVy.
You should be.
I mean, the peeps were strong, like you said. It required perfection to beat NRG in that match, and they weren't able to put it together. And EnVy, definitely not perfect here in this match against the Pioneers, so they're going to have to dig into the dredges, find something else if they want to take on those Titans. But we'll let someone else tell you guys all about that match. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, the grand finals of regional event number 2 are going to be happening. Stick around. You're watching the RLCSX.